Today, we are watching the GOAT of competitive Fortnite. I want to start by watching Opens, and we're going to watch this game from Opens, and then we watch the finals. Good to see the roof. Very good stuff. If you boys don't know how to do that, like... Nice round peak on F and Lewis. Nice. Right there, like, you fit it to the top main floor spawn, but then it also gives you the option to drop down. If it lands on the spot, yeah, it's pretty good for Opens. How do you pick fights in first game of solo cash cups? Or is it even worth fighting expect to win? I think it's worth fighting. It's worth fighting to a point. Like, a lot of the people are just really bad, and it's worth fighting to get stacked and just make the like. You want to fight into the point where you've got a comfortable win, you know. And also, this is only that first very early portion of the game. And you're going to get a lot of free kills. Like, he's really quick off spawn. Everyone he's fighting, he like outloots comfortably. And a lot of fighting is like reactionary, you know? Like you see here, TAYSON's not actually offensively fighting this guy that hard. He's just waiting for the guy to do some dumb shit and then he can punish him, you know? Just watch. He's not actually doing anything. He's just standing there waiting for him. He might swing on the wall, but he's going to swing on the wall or spray the wall to bait the guy into doing something. Yes, you're going to go and disengage from it. He's going to slow down a little bit in a second, yeah. Like, you see here, this kid's, like, playing cringe and, like, hit the top right, he's on the bridge. Like, you don't need to fight people like this. See, like, this fight, I don't think TAYSON should be keying this. I think as soon as this kid starts boxing up in brick under the bridge, he should have left it and he should have gone and keyed someone else. Because this kid's not even got anything that he needs, you know? Like, look how cringe he's playing as well. So, in my opinion, you have to be able to do some talent scouting. Like, as you go to WKE someone first game, you do some talent scouting. If you see the metal boxes being built, I just think it's not worth it. So look, like, he's taking all that time to kill the guy. He hasn't even got cap metal off it, and he's lost 2 bigs, and now he's in another fight straight away. This fight, look, this is the kid you want to be fighting in the cash cup. Absolute robot. Very good by TAYSON. He fights for the service spray. Fights from underneath as well, to like change angle. I don't know when the guy's getting service spray, do you go from underneath? I feel like you keep going from where the server's helping you out a little bit. Now he's put himself in a position where he's getting servered. Whenever zone pulls like this, where it's going back through, where it's pulling basically where half of it, you always know what I mean, right? Where it's like halfway into first movement where it's congested. That doing that side is so good because you get to like I don't know, let me try to show you. You see here where zone's like pulling out right? That is so good for you. If you want to run like low and use no mats. This is a good play, he's gonna try I don't want to kill him. This is his shot though. Yeah, that was almost a really good play. You coaching him at the plate? I don't think so. Probably should coach him one of you. Nice bit of piece. Very good fundamentals. See right here, this is just like fundamentals that you need to have that people don't have. I don't know why no one does this. Like, look, you got a kill, and instead of just running onto it where it's a kid's edit, he takes his time, heals up, then he goes for all the loot that he needs. I'll watch that to get fucked. Nice kill. Doesn't go for the loot, doesn't really need it at this point. He's just prioritizing staying on right side again. It's pulling back the way it came, so he's just going into where it's expanding. Grass. Very good stuff as well. What's this called, boys? Someone tell me what this is called. You go front side, and then you look for damage on the guy backside. The reason you look for damage is because you just want to disincentivize this guy from throwing away his game. Like, this guy could easily get a top 3 with his loot, right? So the reason you try and get damage is because you stop him from like full sending, like PGing you. TAYSON did the correct thing, is he doesn't build fight the guy. He just gets that little bit of damage, then he goes for a few chop outs, sprays him out, chops him out. Look, and now this guy's thought process is like, oh fuck, I've taken the 50 damage. That 50 damage doesn't seem like a lot, but he's got bigs, he might have splashes and shit, you know? He wants to just box up and heal up, and then TAYSON can force him down afterwards. And the guy does the correct thing, he just gives up height and just plays his mats out to get a top 5, which is 100% the correct play. The reason you need to look for that, as soon as you look up front side, so many people, they just look to take height, and then you get PG'd, and if the guy's got good maps, it's fucked, you know? Look again here, someone trying to PG for height, he's going to look for damage. He's looking for damage the whole time. He's not trying to stay above the game, he's trying to look for damage. That was a nice play to get away from that. Another kid looking for height. Damage again. Even if he doesn't get any tags on the guy backside when he's going for a frontside height take, he could still... you can still chop him out a few times. And then you're trying to play the attrition game where you're wasting the guy's mats and stuff. And like making him like less likely to go for height. The thing is, the damage is so important because people, if they have a big or have minis, you know, like let's say you get tagged 25 and you've got minis that you can pop, you're always going to just like be thinking, oh, I've got to pop my minis, you know. How does TAYSON win this, boys? Other guy's got more mats and he's got white heals as well. Look how many mats he's burning off the other guy. The guy had like double his builds and now they're basically the same. Also pulls him towards, which really helps him because the guy's forced to bottom his floors. Yeah, literally just waste his mats. Now there's similar amount of builds. This guy's like, oh fuck. He's taken it from a situation where the guy could potentially make it heal off just by spamming his SMG the whole time. The guy couldn't play heal off if he had enough mats to keep playing. But now he can't really play heal off. Like, off rip, you know? So it keeps pulling far. Just so well played. He also hasn't taken a single tick of storm until this point. Really fucking well played. Didn't take a single tick of storm that entire time on height. Spammed all the guys' mats away until the guy was like, oh, I can't play heal off now because I'm not going to have mats to run back and storm. And I can't, you know, like block everything. That was actually perfect, wasn't it? The way you played that high ground. I mean, it's obviously going to pull... Let's have a look at zone. It's obviously going to be like a sort of a south zone. But he gets early surge and then he carries SMG. And he's still pretty good on mats. And he's also stayed full edge so he can farm as well. Alright, first of all, he looked for chop, so he's looking for counter damage through just spraying him out. And then also, whenever you look for counter damage like that, you kind of fuck up the guy's position. That was a good play. That was really nice. Other guy was a little bit shambles and like needed a key. The way he played that, he made a 2x1 and then just exited out the side. Got a free shot. Things that all go for. I think at this point, you don't even look for surge or whatever. I don't even know, like, what's the point of looking for shit here? Because you just waste shield. I mean, sure, you make other people like slightly weaker and easier to kill later, but I just don't think it's worth the risk of losing shield. Good stuff. Right there, double swings and then baits the guy into his reaction. Really nice edit here from a long distance. Could just, yeah, he literally could just wait for the guy. I don't know even know what's the point of peeking the guy. Well played. Nice. Does the same thing as in the first game of opens. Goes back into his top and dead side. It's also pretty good. Gets different angle to look for stuff. And look at its positioning compared to everyone else. This is so good. Obviously, you got a little bit lucky to be in this spot, like someone putting back to him, but just that difference there, that is huge. This is good though. Right here, he like just tarps into the end of the zone. There's no need to get greedy for like, not tarping in there, like trying to sprint it when you're close to the edge of zone. It's worth it to have this space because now with this space that he's got forward, he has like an extra timing. Right, so he has space back here where you can look for a kill and just get something, like people running back through storm like shambles, you can get a kill. And he also has space over here where he is timing, so now when zone swaps, if it pulled fire, he could keep on looking for a kill, keep on fighting, right? A lot of people make mistakes in solos when they're stacked because they box up just in one box or something, you know, and then just with that one boxes you can't really do much. Even with two boxes, like you can do a lot with two boxes, but not as much as three. So you can keep looking for a kill here for ages, and you've got that safety for like if it pulls fire, you've got like 5-6 seconds to keep doing whatever you're doing, and then you've got a free rotate next. Choke point, yeah. This is good. Realizes it plays into old builds here, so you just gets into them. Chances are in solos, like it's very unlikely that the guy who plays those old builds is going to be running back to them, or he'd already be in them, you know. So it's definitely worth going back through them. Like it's going to save a lot of mats by doing this. Good layer swap as well. Nice. Good play by him right there. He doesn't immediately over aggro. He could have insta aggroed pink, but like hitting a 55 and not cracking the guy means what? They're going to be 145 HP most likely. Obviously pink's bed listing as well. So he doesn't immediately over aggro. He waits a second, chills, reloads. Then he looks for it again. Pink does the correct play armors. Like you don't need to be looking for every refresh at this point. You need to be like making very smart decisions with your resort, with like your mats in terms of looking for a refresh. Right there, like perfect refresh to get. If he had a Spider-Man, he could 100% get that. He's gonna go for it either way. And what he does is very nice. Is when he goes for it, is he blocks all of his back, so he can't get shot from back too much. So many people don't do that. Even like Really, really, really good players. They just don't block their back for some reason. It's really annoying. Now he plays mid mist. Very nice. What should you do? Just got to refresh. I think he used too many mats right there. I don't know. That's a big mistake by him. Is he used all those mats tarping and then building a box at the end of zone. For no reason. Like he was already in zone, you know. Now he decides to go play low. That was a nice shot. He kind of fucked this up, I can't lie. He definitely did fuck this up. He should have got that one kill on Hen, then he wouldn't have got the other kill on Chico. And as soon as he did that, he should have just chilled. And, like, he was in zone. He should have just taken his time and just thought, okay, maybe looked at high or something. And instead, he, like, rushed forward to go front side, and it was, like, no point in doing that. And then he rushed forward to, like, drop down to low as well. I can't skip back, it'll crash. But that last, like, 30 seconds, he played that pretty bad, I think.